Right, hello everybody. I'm doing a little giveaway on the group. It's just for the group, this one. But I thought I'd do my Try It Tuesday this week because I've sort of run out of time really. It's Monday today and it's Tuesday tomorrow. I'm putting some things in like a little pouch, not like a journal pouch. And I had from, this left over from the journal I just finished. This is the bits left over from the snippet thing I done. So I'm gonna use that on the little pouch. It's just a fold over one. So all I done for that is make sure I have enough to cut off a bit, and so I mean this might have to go in like that. The other, because this is quite big, and I'll just sort of do that with a bit of space. Yeah, so see, it's about 3/4 of an inch there, and then that will be coming over. Okay, so but I can make it smaller if need be. All right, but that's as big as I would say want it. So I haven't got much to do actually. So I worked out, say if we have, that's the bit I'll do with some of the scraps I got left. So say that will go there, then maybe that one goes there, so that'll come down a bit there. So I've got a bit on the end here left, and then so I've got a little gap there that need filling in. I think we're about right. That'll be about there. Okay, just wondering if I need a little bit more. That'd be okay there, and maybe put some lace in between there to fill in, and then this bit here can most probably go there. Yeah, what I might do is just, I've got some little bits here, I might just do some of that as well. Okay, that can go there actually. Yeah, and then I'll just put some where these joint, tiny bit of a gap, I will put some lace in that, and that's what you'll see. The way I fill in and make it look like something, even though it's all in patches. Yeah, so all I've got to do at the moment is do that, the snippets. I've got videos on it, so some of them might be quite old now, but what have I got here? Is this mine? Oh, there you go. There's loads of bits here, okay, which I will use. Some of these are quite good though, but I'll just sort out some. I've got a basket down here as well with some stuff in, so and I do it when I'm in the sewing machine. Yeah, so I need some bigger bits than that. I will stitch down sort of like that. That'll go on top though. There's a nice big bit. I'll have some of that. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll trim like these bits down just to use them up, because I like it to go like that. Yeah, and what I sometimes do, which I've shown in videos like that, but then I'll cut this bit off because that's really long. Okay, and this sometimes can fill in somewhere else. Yeah, so I've got some already pre-done somewhere. So I think I put the basket away actually. I'll use all this up. Oh, it don't take long at all to do them like this. And I'll go down that way with that. So that's those. Some of these aren't any good, they're too thick, but these little tiny bits I do for filling in. So that's what I'll do. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back with it done. Like I say, sometimes I'll put things going slightly, because I just find it easier when I'm sewing, like sort of slanted like that. Like that. Like I say, there's other videos on this I've done. And then I'll fill in, then I'll just zigzag stitch up and down and do it that way. Okay, but this video is more to do with doing the pouch and patching up with what we've already got. So I was just a little bit short and it does look nice, and you know, with net over the top. But I quite like the net over the top when I've got some pattern paper fabric, and that sort of dulls it down. Okay, right, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, right, so I've done the bare bones. I haven't even stitched down that bit of that. It doesn't matter, you know, so there's lots of loose bits because I will stitch in a minute. I think I'll put that sort of, you know, somewhere in the middle like that, and then we will look at, I'm trying to get it so it's not really in the way, if you know what I mean. All right, and once I'm happy with it, I can go there and see these bits that I've left hanging will be the fill-in bits. Oh, see, I don't want that there at all. Right, let's put something else there. That might be, yep, better done now. There was too much pink together there. So let's put that up there. I'm going to cut this bit off. Don't need that. I hope I'm not too close. Can you see everything? I'll tell you what, I'm just going to zoom out a little bit because there we go. I'm getting it all in, that's all. Then that on there. That's good. So you can see how it all fills in now. Okay. I won't put any, I usually just use spots of glue. You can use your double-sided, you know, sticky stuff that you iron on. You do it how you want, but this is just how I do it. Okay, right. So where are we? Let's have a look where that goes. Okay. I think we're just gonna do it, aren't we? And this is going to be cut anyway, so I'll leave that straight edge there. Okay, and we got a bit there. Oh, I've got this if need be. Right. So all I do here is just dot a bit of fabric around just to hold it in place, literally. That's all I do, and we'll see what just make sure you leave it dry before you sew. Never had a problem. A bit skew-iff there. And I'm just holding that down now, just a little bit here and there. Okay, because I quite like where that is. Ooh. Let's see there, too much green together. Did you see that? So I shall Move that there. You don't have to glue everything down at all, just so we can keep it together. So what I'll do, I'm going to stitch over that, and then I will check. There's a few little holes, and what I do is when I'm at the sewing machine, I'll take from a few bits. If I need to, I shall just fill in that area. I don't need very much. Like that. When you stitch over that, it'll lay nice and flat. Just want a bit of glue on that to keep that down there. Okay, right. I think I'll go ahead and stitch that now. I'm not sure whether I'm going to line it. I know there's going to be a lot of crazy stitching. I don't know. I might do, but I'll just line it. It's literally just a fold over an envelope, if you know what I mean. It's that sort of one, so there's not a lot to it. But I will go and sort that out now, and that should be easy to pick up and then stitch over. Yeah. So all I've done, right, is just stitched along there. Oh, I haven't stitched that down yet, but that's okay. All right, so nice and straight. Not doesn't matter, right? And then and if you need to tuck under, I do it with a skewer. You can do it with a bit of stick, you know, and those glue sticks are good, or a wooden skewer. But what I will do now is just go around and see if I need to give it a bit of a trim. Yeah, because you don't need to stick everything down. If you want to, you can, but you know, that's under there, so I'll get that off. And it's like I've got a bit of flap here. That's all right. That'll go down there. So I'll just go around, just give it a trim. Oh, it's raining again today. I've done a load of coffee stain papers yesterday. Oh, here it comes. And I left them out because they weren't quite dry. I thought I'd leave them out. Anyway, it was soaking wet this morning. Oh, never mind. I've got them in now, so. Right. Yeah, listen to that. I don't know where the cat is. Tom! Oh, you're there. Sorry. I thought you was out in the rain. It's all right. Okay. Oh dear. So I don't know what you think of the rain. I don't think it's ever been out in it. They do find shelter though, don't they? Tuck it under like that. Okay, so now I will go over a bit more and get some of these bits that need, you know, that one's all right. I don't mind that. Any of the big bits, like here. Yeah. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. What? You're talking to everybody. You are. They say hi. Yes, they do. Right. Okay. I just took a bit off of, so I've stitched it all down. Sorry, I'm miles ahead there. Right, crazy stitching. Doesn't matter. Okay. And I did take a bit off because it was a little bit too, you know, I had it too big really. But that's all right. I'd rather that way than the other way. So now I have to straighten up. Sometimes you don't need to do this. Let's have a look. So this is, I'm just going by this because this is the biggest thing I've got to go in it. Yeah, so time that's stitched up, that'll be about right. So we literally need that there, don't we? And there's our flap. Okay, or do we like it the other way? So let's check. There, and there. Let's have a look. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, let's have a look how that looks. Yeah, that looks fabulous too. Right, so I shall level this up and then put some lace on. So all I do here, I've got a nice easy line to follow. I haven't stitched on there because I'm going to stitch that when I stitch it together. Oh, noisy. Don't like that noise. And there. So now I've forgotten. Was that going to be the flap? Let's have a look. Yeah. That's going to be the flap there. I've just got a little bit more stitching to do. Hit there, look. And that is there. Time I put a bit of lace on. That's great. Okay. So I shall trim this off. So I'm going to shape it a little bit. Like that. Okay. I'm going to round the corners on that. And then that'll let me know that's the flap, yeah. So all I do is just round it a bit. Okay, so that's our flap, yeah. And then here, I actually want this bit to be like dipped down. So I tend to find the center. These pens you can just heat up and they disappear. So I'm going to find the center there, which is here, yeah. Sometimes I've had templates like this before, so I want, let's have a look. I want it to sort of just, I do this, right, but I only cut one side. I want it to do that, yeah. Isn't it great not having to mark things? So try and line that up. Okay. Not mark, but measure. It's great, isn't it? And then I shall cut that. Like so. Just to give it a bit of shape. Yeah. So, like I say, this might come apart now because it's not all stitched down. That's fine. We'll sew that in a minute. Right, okay. Which I will do now. Let's probably put some lace on. So what I'm going to do is find some lace and glue that down. And it's going to be something like that. And then also do that as well. And then here I'm going to have some lace coming down on there as well. Yeah, that'll tuck in a minute. And then we have our little really easy pouch. Okay, that's going to house all the bits and pieces that I'm giving away on the Facebook group. Okay. Right, I found some lace that I like, so I'm just going to stick that on there before I stitch it around. I mean, I did stitch around there and around the top, but you don't need to, but I did, just to keep everything in. So, but don't stitch over this until it's dry. So I'm going to stick this on. I'm going to have some lunch. Okay. Let's make sure that's okay that way. Yeah, and when you stitch down there, that's sort of like just all joins together. You don't really see anything. And then I'm going to go around there as well. And this I'll trim up, yep, off after. That's good, like that. There we go. Right, so I've got that out because I need to know the size, but that's it. I've just stitched around there, so you can't, you know, it sort of like all goes nice and flat once you've stitched it. And the same there. Okay, so what you got to do now is just make sure that, I would say about there, that might buckle a bit, but the person who gets this, just iron it. Oh, sorry, because I want to make that quite big, because I've got other things to go in here. I've got another topper to go in here. This was just the big one, the biggest one, so that might be all right. Yeah, so I reckon about there. Yeah, and that will come over nicely there. Yeah, nothing's been ironed, if you know what I mean. So all you have to do now is you decorate. Yeah, I'm not going to decorate very much because I actually like the way it looks, but I might put that there and maybe one down here. But you can really go to town if you want to, you know, and maybe that there. I can stitch over that one, I think. So I'm going to glue that down and I'll just stitch over this one. So I'll just tack that down. And you can hand sew all these on. Even if you've done the pouch up, you can still get in and add things. Okay, I shall glue that down a little bit more. I got beads in the middle, but I could have stitched just over that middle bit there. So this one needs to be, and here, make sure that's nicely glued down too. Okay. I got enough on there. Sun's on me now, so I can't actually see. Just in case. And I will use, most probably, that button. So you just got to sew that button on. And you stitch down here. I like the rough edges. I'm not, you know, I don't want it turned inside out. I actually like it, so I shall keep it like that and give it a little bit of an iron, I think. I am going to stitch over this though before I sew the sides down. I haven't looked at the back. I don't think there's any holes or anything. Okay. That still stayed nice and soft, no lumps from the glue gun. Then we've got our envelope, but before then I'm gonna just stitch over some of this. Okay, that one I don't need to, so that's nice and flat now. And there's a little bit here, wasn't it? Was there anywhere? There was somewhere else, wasn't there? There was one place, wasn't there? There. Okay, so before I sew it, I'll just stitch over that. Yep. That's all right. That's the only place, so that ain't bad at all. All right. I'll be back in a bit. Right, it's all stitched up. Okay, just sewn the button on. I've got some bits and pieces in there that's going with the giveaway. That's not all what's going in there, I don't think, but so there's plenty of room for a bit more. So yeah, that's turned out nice. I like this rough edge. I think it adds to it, so I'm gonna leave it. The person who gets it doesn't like it, it can trim it all back and make it all neat, but I like them like that and they feel wonderful. So really easy, really easy. But like I said, you know, it's great out of all the little bits of snippets and that, you know. I've done journals like this, so I'll post all those links below. They're very old videos, actually. Right, so what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, this, wasn't it? I'm hoping that's strong enough because some of this is not very strong. That's not too bad. Yeah, That's all right. There's a bit of sari silk, but it's like the chiffon one. Okay, there we go. This is quite long, so we are right. I'm doing it with the long end because I don't want to waste any. Just make sure everywhere else is all right. Yep. I don't think I'll go around twice now, but that's all right. The thing is, I'm gonna trim it a little bit, but not too much because there's more stuff to go in here. So I was gonna tie one of these on. Sorry, my eyesight is so bad. I still haven't been, you know. Every time I ring up, they're really busy and they can't get me in for like 3 months. And then, well, the last twice they couldn't get me in at all. They weren't taking any more bookings, but I have managed to get in. But it's October, so I might have to go to Specsavers, something like that. I'm hoping that will keep that on. Just gonna wiggle it a bit. It should be all right, but. And I'll just thread it through there. Eventually. There we go. I'm going to leave it like that. And then I've got one of these that was gifted to me by KAYZEEKINS, is it? Really lovely. And they go really nicely with these. So I'm going to put on one of those. They're beautifully made. They really are. That's lovely. There we go. So there'll be more stuff in there. Got some fabric to go in as well. So that'll be bunched up a bit more. I just think I'm going to cut that. There. And there. And there we go. Wasn't that easy? Honestly. If you got your snippets done or your snippet rolls done, or bits and pieces left over, just put them all together. You know, if you've got loads of bits left over, I make them up all the time. So I did show my big one in my last video. So when I get sort of like, I find it de-stresses me as well when I do snippet rolls. I don't know why. I think you can just, it's just I can put that round a couple of times, can't I? I'm just thinking that I'd rather it on there. Okay, no, it doesn't make a noise. Me and my noises. Yeah, I just, yeah, when I get stressed or anything, I literally make snippet things like this, and I'll just make it into a bit of a snippet, whatever that's left, and then I'll add it to my roll. But I try and get it, so I think mine's about 4 inches wide or 3 anyway. And yeah, I just keep adding. I did say I wanted to get it to about a good 18 or 2 feet before I use it. And then take a picture of it, because it's great. Right, okay, enough waffling, and thank you very much everybody for being with me today, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye bye.